7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Are you listening?
Ricky J Sports.
What is going on, my fellow YouTubers? This is Ricky J, baby, from Ricky J Sports, and welcome to my most embarrassing loss so far while playing EA Sports UFC 3 Beta. Now, a lot of people on YouTube love to show their highlights, and all respect to them. But some people, man, they forget to show their lowlights, and this loss right here, I'm Felder, by the way, is by far my most embarrassing loss. I could even say, man, I know it's early, but this is the most embarrassing loss ever. Even while playing UFC 2, I don't think I've felt so bad. I even tossed the controller across the room. Luckily, it landed on the couch. But it was the most devastating loss. But I'm going to piece you through it right here, give you kind of the play-by-play. So I'm Felder right here, and at this point I was on something like a 12-fight win streak online because I was really doing well with respect to my stand-up game, and I was picking my spots, trying to be accurate with my shots and not worrying so much about volume. You know, in UFC 2 I was all about volume. I was all about pressuring my opponent and really smothering them with my onslaught of attacks. But in this game, it's different. You can't do that, man. You got to really use your head movement and look for openings. And that's what I was doing, and I was successful, man. I really was. I wasn't resorting to clinching or taking the fight to the ground. But fast forwarding to later on in the first round, it was all me, man. I had the stamina advantage. I rocked him a bunch of times. I had him cut. This guy was backpedaling, and he was good, man. He was good, especially against a McGregor, man. You got to watch out for his fast hands. His stamina isn't the greatest, but you got to watch out you don't get rocked with the fast hands. And at this point, I was putting together some nice little combos and doing my thing, man, putting the Ricky J stamp on this fight. And this is later on in the first round. I solidified the round by just pressuring the guy and hurting him. But later on in the fight, this is the second round, I was very confident because the guy, I was hitting him up with the leg kicks and hurting him down low and then hurting him up high. I felt like everything was going my way. But the thing is, with this new version, this new game, you can't get too cocky, man. You get too cocky, you're going to open yourself up for a knockout or submission. So at this point, I was feeling good. Later on in the round, he kind of rocked me a little bit. And watch this, I still was destroying him in this second round. And it was 2 rounds in the books, 10 seconds left. You know, not a lot of time. And I thought, why not taunt? And bam! Did you catch that? Nighty-night. Do not taunt in this game. Let's check out the replay, man. Look at that. Did you catch that? Why not taunt with 1 second left? Oh my gosh. Again. Bam. And you know what? It was so bad that I made sure to turn off my message notification because I didn't want this guy to send me a message back, but it got even worse. I was on Instagram, people, and one of my good buddies, man, he sent me a message and he's like, Ricky, I just had the craziest KO. I was fighting this guy. I was losing the fight. I can't believe I'm telling you guys this, but he was telling me, he goes, I was losing the fight, and then with 1 second left, the bum decides to do a taunt, and then I KO'd him, and I messaged him back. I'm like, dude, that bum was me. So my most embarrassing loss, man, unbelievable stuff. I thought I would share it with you guys to give you a nice laugh before the weekend, but this is just goes to show you, man, you can't taunt, you can't be funny, you can't play games in the octagon, as Joe Rogan would say. Remember when Anderson Silva was playing games against Chris Weidman back in the day when he lost? But you gotta be tight with your game, man. If you're gonna taunt, run to the other end of the octagon and taunt there. Don't taunt in striking distance, because that's what's gonna happen, man. And I don't want that happening to you. I want you guys all to be on the victory side, on the winning side. Anyhow, people, let me know what you thought about my most embarrassing loss. You guys are the best. This is Ricky J, baby, from Ricky J Sports.
As always, you are awesome.